you got to formulate or design your product with your shipping cost in mind. I think a lot of people forget about shipping cost and packaging size until the very end when it's actually time to like pay for that. And when I say pay for that, I mean pay the shipping cost to ship from one place to somebody's door. And you know, every dollar you basically lose in shipping cost is like, it's a hit to your pocket or a hit to the ability to acquire customers.
For sure. Yeah, sorry, go ahead. I didn't interrupt you.
Next one I have is, you know, get tight with your manufacturer and also the companies behind it. So for example, if you're producing a cream, you don't want to just be tight with your manufacturer, but where is the fragrance coming for that cream? Get tight with those people too, because you might be able to get some better economics that way. And then the last one that I have here is, you know, don't choose a 3PL based on Twitter ads or LinkedIn ads or any Google search SEO. Choose a 3PL based on like what people in your circle or your group chats are saying, not off of who's got nice site design or fancy copywriting or whatever.
Yeah. You know who's been advertising a lot that I've been seeing is Ship Hero on TikTok. I see their ads all the time.
Oh, really? Interesting.
I didn't realize that people were doing that. Okay, those are all really good advice. I would say a few things. One is transportation costs, like, you know, from your 3PL to the customer's door, you really got to understand weights and box dimensions. Like if you can get, one of the things that we had was when we had 3 deodorants in a box, initially the box was like 16.1 ounces.
Yep.
And that made us, we were basically spending 150% of what we needed to spend when it came to shipping costs. We could have been spending dollars less per package if we had just gotten from 16.1 to 15.9. And we spent a bunch of time trimming the box size down and making things lighter so that we could get it to 15.9. So I think you really got to understand weights. I remember tweeting a long time ago, like, you know, there's those like gram scales. I was like, if you don't have this on your desk, you're not in e-commerce.
Yeah.
You need this to be an e-commerce founder because you have to weigh your packages.
Yeah.
The other thing that I would say is like during COVID, we saw container rates go up a ton and now container rates are back down. Like there's nothing that you can do to plan for those things other than just be expecting a little bit of a roller coaster. Things can change a lot. Like, you know, now there's peak surcharges during with that, like UPS and FedEx will charge during Q4. You know, you got to be prepared to factor those things in.
Yep.
I think we talked about this on a few episodes ago, which is when you're selecting a 3PL, I would go with friends and recommendations. I would also try and go with somebody who's not VC backed or private equity owned.
Yeah.
And then the final thing I'd say is, which I loved that you said, is get tight with your manufacturer. I don't care where your manufacturer is, get on a plane to visit them. They're in Shanghai, you're in Shanghai. They're in, Dallas, Texas, or, Big Sur, you're in Dallas, Texas, or you're in Big Sur. Same thing with your 3PL. You're going to understand so much more of their business when you go and see how your product is made. You're going to be like, is there inefficiencies? How should I change my business maybe as a result of this? Put boots on the ground and go over to wherever your product is being manufactured. If it's a deodorant, go to your deodorant manufacturer. If it's a washer and dryer, go over to your washer and dryer manufacturer. And same thing with your 3PL, because you're going to be like, this is why, maybe we shouldn't keep these 2 cents that are virtually the same color right next to each other.
Right.
Or maybe we should keep travel sizes closer so you can pack stuff faster.
Mm-hmm.
Like go over there and put boots in the ground. Like go and visit them because you're going to understand their operation and form a much deeper relationship one-on-one. If you're really early on, I'd say go over there every 6 months. Maybe every quarter, maybe every year, depending on how late you are in the relationship and how many things change. If things are changing, you should go once a quarter. If things are steady the whole time, go once a year. Like I met Amy at Fulfillment Works. I went out to that facility. I went out to the other manufacturer 5 times. You know, I'd go up there all the time. I'd go see our deodorant manufacturer probably once a quarter, once every 6 months. Like I had the same hotel that I'd go to and the people at the hotel knew me because I was there that often.
Wow.
Like it's important to understand how they're making stuff and build that personal relationship, because when there's a problem, that personal relationship is what's going to count. And you want to be able to text them and be like, hey, I've got a problem. Not, I called some guy and he's like, okay, well, we'll get to it. Maybe we'll need a personal relationship.
Yeah.